What's up, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, with another episode of Ask FP. It's Tuesday, and we do this every Tuesday, taking the questions I got all through the week. And the first one up is Jalen Cook, one of the most predominant Ask FPers. He says, "What are your thoughts on people not getting WWE 2K15 because you can't create divas?" I think that's kind of crazy, Jalen. I mean, yeah, it should be in the game, but come on. Really, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, how many, if you was to gauge how many people you created and say how many of them was divas, I don't think it'd be that many. So I don't know. I mean, it's missing, but come on. Brian Cyrus says, "What do you think of some of the baseball moves so far? Martin going to the Blue Jays, Stanton, Marlins, Hayward. Man, well, in terms of the Russell Martin thing, I thought he was coming to the Cubs, so that kind of, I'm happy for Giancarlo Stanton, but I'm a little bit worried about how, sometimes guys get beamed. They're not the same when they come back. Hoping Jason Hayward just needs a change of scenery, even though I hope he don't kill the Cubs with the Cardinals." So that's that. Brian Cyrus also says, "What do you think of Kobe breaking records for most missed shots all time?" You score a lot, you got to shoot a lot, but I do think it kind of speaks to the way Kobe sometimes throws caution to the wind and just chucks shots up. I do think that does kind of, I mean, he played a long time, so you can't just totally, get on him. But there's a little bit of thought to have about that. Who's worse, the Knicks or the Lakers? The Lakers, easily worst. I would say if they played in a best of 7 series, the Knicks might sweep them. That's how bad I think the Lakers are right now. It's that bad. So I don't know. I mean, I know Laker fans might not like to hear that, but that's the truth. Brandon Cage says, "What are your opinions on Hideo Itami, Kenta, or Finn Balor, which is Prince Devitt, so far?" I think both of them are amazing athletes, very good in-ring performers. We'll see what type of gimmick and things they get to lock onto. I was actually in Florida for the Prince Devitt debut. I didn't actually stay for that part of the show. It was taking really long because, when you go to an NXT show, it lasts forever. But I think both of them had a bright future. Brandon Cage says, "Which NXT star do you think has the most potential to be a big star when called up? And who are your favorite divas from NXT and Raw?" I think Sami Zayn has the most potential. I worry about Adrian Neville on the mic. Favorite diva is Naomi. Period. There it is. Bang. Sasha Ray, probably from NXT. Brandon Cage, out of all Player Faces Tattoos episodes you've done so far, what are the 2 or 3 worst renders? And what are the 2 or 3 best? Oh man, that's hard. Oh, DeMar Carroll from NBA 2K14 was wah. The Big Baby Davis from this year is wah, and I mean bad. And the 2 or 3 best, man, it's a lot. It's more good ones than bad ones. So I really can't really single it out right there. So Matt Price says, "Do HBK and Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrances look better? They were horrible the past couple of years." I think all of the entrances look better for the most part, to be honest, man. Next gen, they really nailed presentation quite a bit, so I don't think anybody's going to have much to complain with when it comes to entrances. Next up, we got Connor Massey saying, "Is FIFA still better than Pro Evolution Soccer this year?" Yes, it is, but I do think Pro Evolution Soccer took a really big step. Now, I only gave it a 6.8, and some people was like, that was harsh, but to me, I always look at a game in totality. Yeah, you got great graphics, you got good gameplay, but if the sound is not good or you lack modes and options, I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? So from a gameplay standpoint, PAS is great. It's like right there with FIFA, but it's just missing a lot of stuff, licenses and stuff. So Flair for All says, "What is your favorite ESPN show excluding SportsCenter?" That's tough. I would probably say College Game Day. I'm not a big First Take fan. So, yeah, a lot of people love First Take. Some people love Numbers Never Lie, which I think is cool, too, because I really like Jameel Hill. But I would say College Game Day. Jalen Cook says, "Does the NBA 2K11 Glenn Davis model look better than NBA 2K15? Yes, it does. I just got through talking about that Big Baby Davis model. It ain't good. This one is actually better. It really is. I don't know. 2K11 actually had some of the facial models was really good, especially considering it wasn't like face scanning wasn't there at all. So that's what it is. Trevor Allen says, "Do you think that WWE games can update former Shield members' theme music with a patch?" Probably, but I don't know if they will. I don't know. because think about it. If they update the music, then they should probably update the outfits, the attires, and I don't think they're gonna do that. That's why they got the Superstar Studio to let you do it. So I don't think they're gonna do it, to be honest. Patriots, the great Patriot, that's my guy there. He says, I think WWE is not the same as it used to be. I liked it until 2013. Do you feel it dropped off? If so, why? I think they're in a little bit of a bad spot. I think some of the writing is weird, and they I don't understand what's going on with Cesaro. One week you pumping him up like he's gonna be great and a main event guy like he should be. The next week he's losing to people he shouldn't be losing to. So I don't understand. He also says, if you had to build the perfect basketball player, what would his skills be? And he uses an example in the following tweet, but I kind of get what he's saying. Perfect skills would be somebody who is about 6'7", 6'8", so they're never too small to deal with any particular matchup. Ball handling skills, so they're able to get their own shot, create for themselves and their teammates. They're able to be at least decent from the outside, score on the inside, and finish with contact or above the rim. Also have a back to the basket game so that they could actually turn and post. They also would have to have the willingness and the athleticism to move their feet laterally to defend. That, to me, makes you about as close to the perfect basketball player as you can be. 6Deep P says, any word on a time frame for another NBA 2K15 patch? I haven't heard the time frame, but I did hear for sure that it was coming. Heard that directly from LD2K, so I pretty much know it's coming. They just didn't have an ETA on it as of yet. That's the one that should address more hairstyles and a lot of other stuff. So got my fingers crossed on that one. Trevor Allen, my main man, says, do you think Bray Wyatt's character could ever be a face? I think anybody can be a. Think about it. If Undertaker could be made a face, if you consider the way he came out, if Kane could ever turn into a face the way he came out, I definitely think and especially the direction the WWE universe is going, it's about to be to the point where there ain't no faces and heels. It's gonna be guys. So, Kobe Bryant 314 says, in my opinion, what I've seen from WWE 2K15 so far doesn't look better than 2K14 besides graphics. Is it worth buying? I definitely think it's worth buying. I think the graphics are definitely better, but the gameplay is also better. But the options and things like that are not as good. You can't do as many things as you could do, with the exception of some things they did with the creation suite, but still overall, options and modes are lacking a bit, but it's still worth buying. Will this upcoming 2K patch allow us to use the new hairstyles on our creative players and not just our my players? That part is what we don't know yet. I'm going to ask LD2K that again. He might have to go to the devs to confirm it. But that's what a lot of people, to be honest, a lot of people, I don't know how many people are going to want to just change the hairstyles on their my players at this point. It'd be more useful in the creative players to me. Ignacio Medina says, what about WWE 2K16? Do you think they will put voices for our My Career mode? I think he's talking about the fact that there aren't any voices in My Career for WWE 2K15, which I think hurts the mode itself. I would think they probably will. They did it for NBA 2K15, and they added more voices than last year, so I think so. Sergeant Cheese said, what would you like to see added in WWE Universe mode to make it more realistic? Well, more control over the shows and being able to name them different things, being able to create championships, I think would be cool. Having a little bit more control over the way the feuds go. They're kind of real cookie cutter right now, so I think that could be better. Hulk Smash says, how's the offline modes? He's talking about WWE 2K15. I think the offline modes are pretty decent. With Universe, like I said, could be a little bit better. You could have more options to create more superstars. That would be better too. But overall, it's pretty good. They took a couple match types out, which also hurt a little bit. So there's that. Alex Reith, I hope I said that right, or if it's Reith, I'm not sure. He says, you think D Rose wants to play anymore? It makes me feel sick thinking that he just doesn't as a fan of basketball in general. I think Derrick Rose definitely wants to play. I think that he got hurt and it scared him, and I think it really bothered him because you see your livelihood flash in front of your eyes, and Luol Deng was talking earlier the week, and he was saying how he used to play hurt all the time, but now he's being smarter. So I don't think it's that he doesn't want to play. I think he's just being smarter. Kevin Joseph says, invisible headband glitch on prospects and created draft classes. You think they ever fixed that in a patch or something? I think that kind of thing could definitely be fixed in a patch. I don't know why that happened anyway, but I definitely think it could be fixed. I haven't heard the word on that one, but I do think it could be fixed. Jesse Marty says, kind of off topic, but what kind of music do you listen to? Who are the top 2 artists you listen to? I like hip hop, I like R&B, I like alternative, I like gospel. I like a lot of stuff. My favorite artist is like Anthony Hamilton. I like Kendrick Lamar. All-time favorite is like Rakim, Eric B and Rakim as far as hip hop. So that's that. I appreciate everybody that asked the question. I appreciate everybody that asked FP. Y'all subscribe, follow. Peace.